everyone, welcome to a day in life of Aboriginal. Today's still October 29th, it is log 3, and I was over my time in the last video log, but I'll probably try to figure out a place to trim a little bit. I'm closer to the 13-minute mark, the first video, and over the 13-minute mark on the second video, so these videos might be at 15:10, 15:15, maybe around there. So it is whatever, because my story's actually that good, I guess, going a little bit over my time. So back to my little story here. So my dad's just sitting there, you know, he's just kind of blinking his eyes and stuff, and it's like he's flipping through the channels and stuff like that, and then he comes across, you know, and they're it's like the space channel with aliens and the theories and this and that, and it's like that, and turns up the volume a little bit more than usual. He's usually around the 12 mark. That's pretty normal. It's not too loud at all. He's like put it up to 14, 15, and he's like sit there like that. He's like, and then he's sitting there. You know, he lets a cigarette. He's sitting there like that, and he's got it rested on this desk here. So, kind of like falling asleep or passing out or whatever, whichever one he's doing, and he's watching a little bit of TV. And I know that he's about to try to pass out or fall asleep and stuff like that, and I'll like drop my keys on the table. He'll be like look at me, and then I'll be looking like I'm just watching TV and stuff like that, and he's like, you know, saying pop, and just sit there and taking another pop, and he's kind of like dozing off again a little bit. He's either falling asleep or passing out, whatever it is, and he's got a cigarette in his hand. He's like a quarter into it, maybe, you know, 30%, you know, smoking his cigarette. He's like that, and he's trying to like fall asleep like that. And I go to grab this water bottle sitting there, and it crinkled a little bit, and he's like, it's like looking around and stuff like that, and he looked at me, and then just taking a puff, and kind of looking at me still, and looking at the TV, and he's like, he's got his elbow there, and then he's taking another puff. He's a little bit past halfway on that cigarette, and just watching a little bit of TV. He's got his like there. He's kind of paying attention now, and there's some aliens on screen. Just paying attention, you know, looking at screen stuff. And you know, he's just got a cigarette in his hand, taking another puff, and then he's kind of like dozing off a little bit here. You know, he's got maybe 20 or 30% left of his cigarette, something like that, and sitting there, and he's kind of dozing off like that. And then I'm sitting at the table going, and he's like, he like flicks his cigarette because his ashes are in the cigarette stuff, and looking around the room, and you know, then looking towards me again, and looking at the TV, and you know, a bunch of the science stuff, and then aliens and blah 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 and stuff like that, and smoking away. And then, you know, he's finished his cigarette, and he's gotten down to the filter, and he's like, and he knows that, you know, he's burning the filter now, and you know, just buttoning out through in there, it's like that, and he's like just sitting there and watching the aliens TV show, and he's like falling asleep again, and I know that he's gonna be fine now. He's got two arms on his chair, you know, and he's sitting there. He's not gonna follow the chair, and he's like kind of like slouched back a little bit, and he's like, and sometimes he's like sitting there. He's either falling asleep or passed out, and I'm like, we're indoors anyway, you know. It is probably pushing around like 9 o'clock that I do believe. And, you know, he's sitting there, he's fine, so I go to the fridge, grab something to drink. I'm not really hungry for anything, so I don't know, I decide to just grab a banana, because there's some bananas in the fridge. And just I think ginger ale. Drinking ginger ale. So I'm sitting there watching a little bit of TV, and then another hour goes by, and there's a TV show of aliens and stuff like that. Let's see how much time I got here too. So, you know, a TV show of aliens and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there, and he's like kind of waking up and going like this, and looking at TV, and then he's like still blinking his eyes, looking at me, and going like this, you know. So he was like, he's like, he goes, I'm ready to go home now. And I said, Dad, you are home. He goes, you got the keys? He goes, I can drive home. And I said, Dad, you are home. I drove home. He goes, you did? You drove home? He's like looking around the house and stuff like that, and it was kind of dark outside, and like, oh, I am home. So he's like still blinking his eyes, stuff like that. He goes, oh, okay. So he's just sitting there watching a little TV, and he goes, can you I forget what he was gonna say. I think he was say something. I forget what he asked me. I don't know. Oh, he says, oh yeah. He's like, oh, is there any more beer left? And I said, Dad, you didn't grab a bottle or two. You were done, and I think there was like 4 to 8 bottles left in that case, and you wanted to go home. He goes, oh, there's no beer? I didn't bring a bottle or two? And I said, no, Dad, no. And so he's sitting there, you know, he's kind of dozing off a little bit, and says his jaw, you know. And just there sitting there, he'd been there 15 minutes, half hour, and then waking up again, blinking his eyes and stuff like that, and stands up really quick. Like, I guess he had to go to the washroom, so he makes his way slowly to the washroom, like around the table, around some other things there, and flipping on the light and hugging the wall all the way down to towards the washroom. Made it to the washroom. He was in there, probably in there 15 minutes, doing whatever. And then taking a crap and the piss or something there, or just sitting there, whatever he's doing. And then, you know, he's coming down the thing, and he's, you know, hugging the wall down there. He's trying to walk and stuff, and going towards the, which is the old dining room, the fridge there. He opens the fridge and taking the package in. He once had like this much bologna, and it's like a whole chunk of bologna, and takes that and he like slams it on the countertop in the kitchen, and he's in there, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and he makes himself a bologna sandwich. You know, he puts the bologna away, but he didn't put the mustard away, and he comes back, you know, walking by, like he already took a bite and stuff, and the bologna, I swear, the bologna is that thick in the bread. It's like really thick bologna slice. He's sitting down there, he's like plopped down really hard. He goes, ooh. He plopped down so hard that, you know, kind of probably hurt his rear end. I'm sitting there munching away, and watching TV and munching away there, and kind of falling asleep. He's munching away and watching TV, kind of falling asleep again and munching away, and he's already done. And then he's sitting there, and you know, lights up a cigarette shortly after that, and then kind of he's staying more awake this time, you know, having a cigarette. And when he started passing out, he's like halfway done his cigarette, and he's like, here we go again. So like crinkle the bottle, and he's like, he was like, what? And I was like, oh, nothing, Dad. I was just sitting here watching TV. Oh, okay. And he's sitting there, you know, he's smoking away, and he's finished his cigarette, and this is like pushing around 10 o'clock, and he's falling asleep in the chair and stuff like that. And again, and I'm tired of looking at the alien stuff. I decided to put on some old, like adult cartoons. And, you know, watch a little bit of that, go to about an hour of that, and then I just ended up, you know, shutting off some of the lights, but left the light on the desk for him, left the cabinet light for him, and around 11 o'clock I ended up just going to bed, because I didn't want to stay up any longer. I didn't want. There's nothing I really want to watch, and just tired, you know. Go to my little bedroom. You know, it's like around 11 o'clock, a little bit after 11, and I'm not really that tired just yet. So I'm like laying there and trying to fall asleep, trying to be comfortable, and thinking about the day and all this weird, like not the weird stuff. I mean, all the things I've done in the day, and like weird things pop in my head, and thinking about this and that, and then I end up falling asleep. Probably like around 1. I mean, sorry, around 12. After 12 and stuff like that, and fall asleep. I don't know when my dad got up and went to bed, but when I woke up around 8 o'clock, because my sister's going off to work and clunking down the hallway, and then she on the way off to work. And I woke up. I got out of bed around just shortly after 8 o'clock, and go there. Go towards the one fridge, pour some juice. Go to the other fridge. I'm looking at another banana and maybe orange. I grabbed the orange and the banana. Wasn't too sure of anything I wanted to do. To eat, stuff like that. And then look at my dad and was like, my dad's still in the same chair and stuff. He's awake. He's watching stuff on TV. I said, Dad, did you even go to bed last night? He goes, yeah, I went to bed. Because I went to bed and nobody was awake, and a lot of the lights were off, so I got up and walked slowly to the bedroom and went to bed. And I said, oh, okay, because you look like you're still sitting in the same spot, and maybe like you're just waking up sitting in that spot. He goes, no. He goes, I did go to bed. And whatever show's on, I'm not exactly sure what he's watching. Some show about, usually when they're building decks or houses or pergolas or demolishing a house and rebuilding it or restructuring. A lot of different shows he's watching, and like the different colors and kitchen restore or living room or bathroom, whatever it is, even the den or family room or whatever it is that they're doing. But I'm at the end of this video now, so if you guys do like this video, please do hit the like button. Please subscribe to me. Make sure this video on the channel might benefit you, might benefit me. Please do tell your friend and family about me. Thank you for whatever time you guys watch it. Hope you all have this day, morning, and night. And remember, it's better to be Aboriginal than original.
Bye.